Hey, this is Bane and Manix 47, bringing you down for a 3 cast on Solarian's Gate. We got some mixed teams here with Space Marines and Orcs. On the left side we got Cloud Strife as Orc, Ifcat as Space Marine, and Chequilin as Space Marine as well. On the other side we got Dopamine, Space Marine, Shadowman, also Space Marine, and Trogopaga as Orc. So today you can see we have lots of known players. Some of them you've already seen in casts, but I also know all these players from playing with them in the game, so I think this is gonna be a pretty good replay. Unless someone messes up real big. I'm not gonna be looking too much at the elites and doctrines today because it just takes too long, I think. So maybe during downtime, which I guess we have a little off right now. The Cloud Strife is bringing Warbus Gorgots with healing war, Uter Morgonaut with custom force fields, and Big Mag Wasmaga. He's also bringing the basic boss sword doctrine, tons of bombs, and healing scrap. And I think that's all the time we have. I think we're gonna get a confrontation right here. He's gonna be building a very aggressive doctrine shop FCAT. That's gonna bait out a drop pod here, because he wanna kill it because it's built in. I wonder if he would still have the drop even if he didn't do this. Yeah, he's very committed as well. He's building his own barracks. And if you really want that aggressive barracks for the reinforced, that can win you the battle. If he still wants to fight here, but his building's gonna get destroyed. At least he puts down his standard, gives some shields to his attack speaker. They're hopelessly outnumbered, players here attacking him. Was a little more better for the top team over here. They get the bubble, so they're gonna be able to take this point. Lots of grenades coming out, that means zero dopamine is bringing the frag grenades doctrine. See if he's bringing it from the Terminators or from the side here. He's got it from got us as command doctrine. Got a standard command down here. Lots of basic units, boys and tactical, just fighting it out with numbers. So the boys do pretty well here, so they can tie up in melee. So the tactical marines need to kite. Yeah, we can see the bottom team, like in the last match, a lot of them are going to this point over here. It's a very important point because of the elite point generator. Shadowman's tactical marines, they fire on the move from Solarius, so... let's just look at Shadowman. They could fire on the move from... not from Solarius, but from as a command doctrine. Solarius, she wants Inferno missiles once again. Since this is a 3v3, as long as nothing gets messed up, they might be able to get to the late game. Generally, you wanna get a late game elite when you're playing 3v3, not as much in 1v1. That's much safe to just get a 7 point.
Assault Marine Squad deployed. Servitor deployed.
So good control over here on the other side, but nothing being developed yet generator-wise. So he's been trying to poke a little down here, but there's two tacticals here to defend. And we see a shit ton of builders coming in to hold this up. I've seen a little bit of this replay because it crashed the last time I tried to cast it, not too much. It's very funny right here, they just spam so many builders to get this up there. They really know, holy shit, we gotta hit that thing up. All 3 players, they found that. So they all send their troops at once. Or rather their builders. You just hit F5, you right click and then you just spam W. Here's a little mistake, there's no builder keeping this up, so these tactical marines, they're gonna have an easy time just walking in and shooting. You might know how to do this if you're a new player, because like when you right click it, they are just shooting the thing. You can just right click behind it, like over here, and then just hit S to stop when they're inside. That's a nice little thing you can abuse. For the reason, that's why they were so desperate to get builders in the thing, because they know if they go in there, it's troublesome. Also, just keep up that shield if you can. You only really wanna abandon it when you know it's hopeless and you're just giving him resources for free. Even though they're so outnumbered, these tacticals are gonna go in there, but all the other enemy troops are in there already, so it's a pretty nasty place to be. Now we see a shit ton of Death Watch kill teams coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, holy shit. That's all the Space Marines players bringing kill teams. I guess that's one way to list it. Lots of troops getting burned in here. 2 squads going down. But these boys are very low, but trying their best to tap the skill team, but they get in too deep. They're gonna get burned. Oh, these boys are brave. They're scrapping in the middle of the battle. Looks like they got healing scrap, so they're gonna recover some troops. Skill team is very low. They're gonna get focused, but all these tacticals will fire on the move. Now the top team is on the retreat over here. It's not quite the sustained battle we saw the last time. We also got a push from the bottom team down here. They've taken back this position and they've got a loot on here, so it's very strong. They need melee counter to do anything. Probably not just melee counter, but also ASM to like close the gap, or tanky elite. Because even just boys, they're gonna get gunned down as they walk up to it.
Enemy force has engaged us. To the southwest.
Looks like the red team might make a push. This place has very little defense. They can definitely do that, unless they got some drum cards and that drop pods. Fortunately, we don't have drop pods. It must be one of the ORK players that uploaded this replay. If you don't know, yeah, I think I tested this once a long time ago. That actually, as long as it's just a Space Marine player that uploads the replay, drop pod's gonna work just fine. Don't know about these ORK thingies though. I mean, if it was an ORK that uploaded it, they're still bugged. They don't really matter that much. So it's nice to know how many war towers there are. Speaking of war towers, we can see down here, Drogo is put down 2 war towers down here. And no listening post here, so I guess he's like, okay, I'm fine. I'm just gonna use war towers to defend. But like still, I think that a lot of the defense value in a listening post is not so much the damage, it's just the fact that it gives us generators more health, because they are so low health, so easy to focus. I think some ASM could still jump in here easily. Very nice push coming down here. Looters supporting ASM in this push. Nice to see them working together. But Heavy Ball is gonna set up and they're gonna be taking a lot of damage. Oh, but they're gonna move again. But luckily the looters move also. And there's like 3 players here, I think. No, it's just 2 maybe. No, we got 3 players. So it's completely open up here. These ASM can move in. That's what they're gonna do. Also, ASM from Sea of Dopamine over here. They're gonna go on head ass. He's not got another listening post yet, so that's nasty. Sea of Dopamine sees he's hit the jackpot. He's gonna put down his standard. Try to do lots of damage. Ork's coming to defend here. I think there's a little indecisive. He's just gone for the gens immediately. Oh, Luda's here to help. He must have been launched by the truck down here. Very nice by Drogobaga. Coming from an unconventional place. Right, so it seems like the other team, they know the looters over here. They're like, let's kick their ass. So they need to just rush in. The looters' damage is pretty good. Not as good as the heavy bolters, but they make up for it by having this crazy damage in a line. It's like way better than damage in a circle, which you can hit much more stuff with it. Awesome, big buffer. Shooters need to move right here, and they're gonna do that. You can hear it by the sound. The drop pod coming down, you can react to that much faster. Also, if you have a builder, it's going to detect the drop pod much faster than it's coming. We see the custom force field structuring from Beauty the Mognaut being used here. Shield the boys good, but they have to watch out these kill teams that can burn through it. Also, these ASM can walk through and deal lots of damage to the war tower. Looks like Klotstrike is gonna be deploying his robust Gorgots here. Lots of dagger going out. Like, this is a pretty big commitment. I mean, how are they gonna get out? Okay, DSM can jump out, and if the truck can survive, it can launch out the looters. Looks like Gorgot's just gonna catch it, and that's really bad for these looters. It's 800 rack. So, but there's some refunds since it's the early escalation phase, so it's not too bad. I think it's like 35% refunds. Still, you really want to keep those squads alive so you can at very least reinforce them. But they got something out of it. They killed the whole triple point, so it's gonna reflect on the economy. Also, you can see this has been lost over here. And overall, there's very little vision for the top team. How about the bottom team? How's their vision? That's much better. Maybe they could use some units over here to just scout anything that isn't the point. But still, the point's gonna give them some vision and tell them there's an army over here moving in. They might be able to react to that. Maybe defend their point, but at very least defend their shield gen, which they've made sure to get up and go on. Let's look at the eco. So bottom team 450 and 70 power, very good power. And 400 for the top. Oh wait, this is the bottom team. Okay, so the top team's got 440 and 70 power, yeah. But the top team's only gone 350 and 30, so they're behind. It's because of all the Hadas. Even if they manage to repel that push. Looks like these tacticals gonna get caught out by 2 elites and ASM. Very good for chase and putting out slows. Gonna try and burn the stuff, but it looks like they get knocked back or interrupted by player command. This is very expensive. These are all upgraded flamers. So it's very horrible to lose these squads. Really want to defend those. I think there's also a complete overkill, like getting 5 fucking flamers, but I get them points for being awesome. You can see he was doing... Jack Veneno was playing... Jack Veneno was bringing the slow death doctrine. It's very deadly combined with the flamer. Only one squad's gonna make it out. He's completely wiped. Still, it's not too bad the one player getting wiped. There's 2 more. He's got his kill team still. We're about to get their teleport homer so they can get in the battle frame. Oh, something coming down over here. Kill team. I think they are a little in deep here. They need support. I mean, it's nice that they hit a lot of units with the vortex grenade, but there's no follow-up, so it's not gonna matter. The vortex grenade doesn't do so much damage on its own, but it does give a mark for death debuff and a very good slow, so you can hit them with the flamer. Yeah, there was a free kill team for the bottom team. I was not very happy at that. At least more happy I am with this push here. Gorg is gonna cover the way with his spinning claw, so they can get in on this weapon team, clear it out. And he's just gonna let it keep going. I think this icon here means that it's scrapped, so in a moment these boys are gonna get a war. And he's probably got the healing war from Gorg, so they're gonna get healed up. They were a little out of range. Yeah, you can see none of them actually got the war. That's a bit of miss micro, I think. Oh, very nice storm boys here. Lots of squads gonna go down. He's even gonna put down Aluda, so he has to commit, or he's gonna get in trouble. Yeah, nice grenades. Now run for your life. Let me see the elite killer ability. It's the tractor pull. Once you get that on your elite, you just need to fucking run. Just get out of range of Westmarker or try to interrupt him with something. This thing's gonna kill your shit, even if you're a knight. You really need to respect this. Yeah, this orc needs to run. All his troops are low. Orc is off cooldown. You see the very deftly scrap turrets. That's probably one of the main things I see people complaining about balance-wise in the game. It's really bothersome. Especially if it, because with Pigmate Westmarker, he's got a doctrine that makes when the vehicles get destroyed, they make a scrap turret. But you can't actually kill it by killing the scrap like you can with his normal scrap turrets. Don't know if that makes it up though, because you can still just walk away from it, but it's very annoying that it's basically ensured damage in a certain area. And you can't do much about it, other than walk away. Which is very annoying if he's doing it on your shield gen. Like then you have to ask yourself, do I wanna let him bleed my units, or do I wanna let him burn my shield gen? If you're not very confident, but more of a low-skill player who doesn't aggress a lot, he can really be annoying, because you can just periodically send in units on your objectives and slowly siege you with these scrap turrets. It's like you really need to punish it, the fact that he's thrown away all his vehicles and stuff, if you're gonna make it work against it. But even then, it's not that big of a loss for the orc, cause they can build their vehicles from scrap, which is very cheap. It's a very big orc push here. Lots of shooters and some tank busters supporting. Very typical, I think it's called the Gore Bombs combo. This is quite in deep, but this elite here, Gabriel Lanchos, is gonna come in to help. Still so many troops here, can they fight this? So much stagger coming out. These troops are gonna get raped, and Gorg is gonna make sure to taunt them so they don't fly away. So 3 ASM squads down, that's big. Now Gorg is just completing himself. Very nice grenades interrupting Gabriel, not letting him do anything nasty. Westmarker doing good from the back line here, just poking at them. Get away. What's this down here? We see some scouts on the field, so they're giving good vision to the bottom team. Well, let's just see if we can select one of the players there. Yeah, we can say they've got vision. Both the top points here. They can very easily backdoor because of that. Many heavy bowlers. They've got some decent spread, but it could be better. But it's hard with this very narrow space. Oh, I just heard a war going on. Who's coming here? It's Cloud Strife. Well, there's a little bit of going. Let's just quickly look at the economy. 480 and 110.
Our common foe threatens a resource point.
And yeah, a little less than 470, so they're behind in power. Lots of target going here. The Orc needs to respect it. He should have gotten the spinning claw up, then he could just walk up on it.
Our alliance is in danger.
But I mean, it's dangerous. He's got Warsmark up here as well. You want to respect him, and this kill team could come to support. So it's probably good that he doesn't commit too hard to this when he's just one player.
Point from us.
And there's like 2 of them working here.
We have captured a resource point.
It's very important that you understand in a 3v3 that you only make another third of the army, so you're not always going to be able to do things that you're able to do in 1v1. Very start without calling on your allies to come help you.
Hold upgraded to tier 2. Be cautious here.
But still, you can't just like play it like a 1v1 times 3 either, because the 3v3 maps, they're very big, so you often need to
Engaging emergency
like spread out troops more just to cover points and stuff. Let's be ready for backdoors. And Hadas. Oh, we're gonna see an early Death Storm coming from the bottom team here, though it's not really that early, I would say. It's a fairly normal time for a Death Storm. But it's gonna be completely melted by less cannons and tank vessels already in the field, so a complete waste. But these ASM, they're gonna get clipped by the way back, but they're gonna jump out. Nice and safe. Meanwhile, all these scouts here, they're getting information. There's a shit ton of army down here. Yeah, he's seeing that. Now they want to push up here because they know there's not much army. Just some less cannons holding this. You see they've gotten some whirlwinds here that can siege. How far is their range? Just over here, so mainly they can just defend. Here comes the push. But there's not much for them to fight for. This point's completely empty. Watch this coming down. Another Death Storm. But the tank busters are here and they're ready for it. Just need to move up and focus it. Look at that. Look at it melt. Now the other Warsmarkers on the field. It's just overwhelming damage from this Orc club here. He's gonna put down his one of them and then it's gonna be even deadly. But they're gonna get poked back by this grab turret. ASM keep pouring in. This execution is low. They might be able to get it even if it's heavy. Oh, very nice. Gabriel shooting down the grenade. It's gonna interrupt the Big Mac Warsmarker. Now they've gotten what they needed. They need to pull back. And they save Gabriel. He's getting chased by like hell. Oh yeah, troops coming from behind here. This is an insane blob of heavy bowlers. And they're gonna get punished. Yeah, so throw men in on them, but there's so many of them. Like, one of them can set up and shoot. The others are gonna hurt too. So far it's working out for these ASM. Oh, meanwhile Gorgots is keeping up the push. He's gonna break this building together with his Lankbuster boys. Now comes the very dangerous tractor boat. And Gorgots knows to fall back from that with his spinning claw. Alright, whirlwinds, they're gonna bomb and stuff. But they're gonna hit. They're gonna shoot down troops. Guess they were just being afraid something was gonna jump them. I don't know. Let's look at the listening post upgrade. So double upgrade over here. No upgrades here. And double upgrade here as well. Oh, here's a Death Watch kill team. They're gonna push this position, but it's gonna take a while to burn these builders. Oh, it's gonna take longer than that because they're bringing the missiles instead. So now these ASM are gonna clear it. They're in a pretty good spot against these less cannons. Not dealing good damage to them at all. Much better than Death Storms, these infantry. ORK has noticed this, and so has his Space Marine friend bringing the Venerable Dreadnought on the field. Very deadly lead. Especially against ASM, because they're gonna blob up in melee. They've broken down this gate, so they're gonna be able to flank all these ASM and kill team. And that might be really bad for them. Plus they're gonna be trying to jump out, so it would have been smarter if the Space Marine set up further back. But they're still gonna catch them. You can see he's anticipating them running away, so he's shooting the maximal charge further back, but it's not necessary. They're just gonna get gunned down like crazy. But like, this was like incredibly large army moving down here. And I'm just wondering if the bottom team could have done something to punish that. Now we see Beauty the Moggernaut on the field from Froko Pataga. Because its name is just Froko, and they're gonna try to pronounce that apart. Who knows what it means? What do you wanna do, Beauty? Going in very deep. She's gonna put up her shields. That's probably one of the strongest things about Beauty the Moggernaut. Just keep shooting them out. And like that, these are basically death bubbles. I mean, you've seen in the trailer, they're using them just to take stop shooter boys, but like, they're good for damage alone. She's barely gonna get out of the bubble. There's one drawback of the bubbles though, is they reduce the duration of the shield. But it's very worth it when the Moggernaut is so tanky. You can repair her with lots of Gretchen as well. She'll pump them out like crazy like this. It's to watch out, she's a bit exposed. This Starflight's gonna cover her ass. Ooh, what's this? All these troops jumping in. I think they were pulled in by repelling the claw of the rocket fist. This army is crazy. Oh, we see Watchmaker here. He's using this tractor pull to shield Beauty. There's a lot of uses. Oh, God's leading the charge. He's got full damage with his claw. He can deal damage to Beauty. More than anything, we need these tank busters shooting at her. She's getting dangerously low. Dropper coming in, it's gonna interrupt her. Guilty Myanmar wanna get their missiles and shoot her. They're gonna get tied up by boys. Now then that the shield is off cooldown, she can fight back. She's gonna shoot a shield that this club over here. Heavy boulder's gonna get destroyed. Just barely she makes it. I'd probably keep reversing her at this point. She's dangerously low. Just need one little fin jumping in. The Gretchen, they're repairing very fast because the Beauty's presence better repair makes them repair faster. Oh, lots of whirlwinds shooting, but they're gonna hit. Just gonna hit this empty lot of land. Sure, don't move up here. We're gonna kick your ass. But the Gretchens don't care. They're gonna build something in the middle of it. What the Velden? Maybe a war tower, I'm not sure. Oh, it's a big frack. I guess you can't really guess it based on those pillars. Gonna see kill team getting caught in the bubble down here. Probably not paying much attention to them. You can see all the army for the red team, it's just concentrated right here in the middle, so very open to backdoors on the sides here. On the bright side, when the bottom team keeps pushing the middle, we're getting lots of big battles. Alright, a full 4 whirlwinds bombing over here. Maybe a bit overkill. But they're dealing good damage. It works. The question is how long until we get Solaria on the field. We need to look at it. Oh, what's this? The ASM jumping in. Gonna hit them with drop pod and they've got the power swords, very deadly. Standard's gonna knock them back so the whirlwinds can get out. They're gonna get focused. This huge army. The other team we also see that Shadowman's gotten whirlwinds. And even better, he's got Solari on the field, so even though they might have the same amount of whirlwinds, these are much deadlier because they're gonna be shooting fire. It's gonna keep burning, it's gonna burn very fast. I would say this is probably the deadliest thing in the game. And you don't even need a lot of whirlwinds to do damage with it. Now we see the very deadly big tracks. They're very bothersome because they're gonna be constantly putting out damage and knockback on your troops. Which is not ideal at all when you've got heavy bowlers that are going to need to constantly set up under the fire. Now we see another Solaya on the field, so now it's through dopamine. He's gonna be bombing with fire as well. There's gonna be a whole lot of whirlwind fire in this game, it seems. Yeah, here we see the whirlwinds in action. It's these ones over here. It's gonna say boom, 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 boom. This whole strong point is gonna burn. You just need to respect it. Even the war tower doesn't get to finish. Everything's just wrecked over here. How much army is in the backline? There's a fair amount they can hold, I think. But they're building up power as well. I'm surprised Solaya is just hiding down here. I guess he just wants to make sure she stays safe, so he can keep popping out the Inferno missiles. But Solaya's got a lot of firepower, so it is a bit of a waste. All these trucks here, they got anything in them. I'm gonna need to move to the ORK player to see. No, they're just here to put out damage with the scrap, I think. And the ORK is fairly cheap to build when you've got scrap. I think it's like 150 and maybe 15 power or something. What's happening over here? More scrap hadders. Just a couple boys here gonna kill this power generator. It might seem pretty minor, but it's important because it's given a lot of economy, this little generator. Looks like some kind of push happened down here. They've managed to kill the turret, but it was averted. I can't really count out the top team yet because they've got these whirlwinds. They just need one good hit that can turn the game, like we saw on the first replay. But the map control looks like it's turning out in favor of the bottom team. Look at this. The Turco wants to go in, stocks all low, let's put out the scrap turret. He's just slowly laying siege with it. We see the whirlwinds redeploying to the front line here. They want to put up the bombs. Let's have a look at this. Boom, 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 boom. This is not a joke, this weapon. This Rednaw's gonna punish it. 2 whirlwinds, 3 whirlwinds. Is it gonna be 4? It's gonna be 4 because of re-armor damage here. Can we go for 5? We're gonna go for 5, so holy shit, how much power was that? It was like, let's see, 5 times 100, 500, 5 times 40, that's 700 power, just like that, plus some wreck. So like, you did damage alright, but how much did you lose for it? Like, it's very much a glass pistol, I suppose, more like a glass nuke. So those whirlwinds, they go down fast. It was like just one dreadnought and a kill team. Down here we see Venerable Dreadnought facing off against Stellaria. Probably we want to put it in melee against her, tie her up. But he's gonna get killed before he can even try that. Firestorm's gonna come down, dealing damage to these last cannons. They're too focused on Stellaria to kill it. They're gonna probably bleed in damage. Here's them just trying to poke at her. At least it's good they're keeping vision. They can tank for a bit because of the shield there. They're about to get burned. Or at least you can't shoot her Gatling guns at that short range. Maybe the Orcs one's right now. They're just the Orcs are just enjoying this downtime because it means they can spend lots of time macroing to build vehicles from scrap. We see a swing error here. That usually means that one player has quit the game. I don't think I'm in death mode right now, but if I was, I would be able to remove this little thing. We're gonna have to be putting up with it for this replay. Looks like Stellaria is just gonna now get finished off with an orbital sword. Might be a bit overkill, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Down she goes. No more Inferno Whirlwinds for you. Tucker Parker just keeping up the siege over here. And we're getting the Space Marines dropping in standard kill team. Not a cutter, but back here. What's that gonna be? It's gonna be ASM. Seems like I've had lots of ASM drops in this game. Here comes the whirlwinds. Kaboom. Whoa. What do I say about this? It burns. Here we get the killer cans, lots of burst damage. Look at the Rosmager here, not so tough now. Like, once they put out that damage, they just need to let their shit. But it's fine, the other troops keep them busy while they recover their charges. See, now they're just shooting a few at a time. But there's a lot of them, so it works. I think this power core's been using its shelter, so it's very vulnerable. The bottom team just want to focus it now in the game. I'm not seeing much army from the top team. I've never seen top team before. I'm in the bottom team. and the top team surrenders. I think that's suitable time to do so. Lots of, I would say, direct confrontations, but we did have a little bit of harass, especially from the bottom team, securing map control early on. That's probably what aided them in winning the late engagements. Would also say lots of good work being done by Whirlwinds, Beauty, not so much Elia, just the Whirlwinds she's buffing. And also Wasmager with his scrap seems to be a very big annoyance for the top team. I really like the bold push that the top team did. Oh, looks like we cannot move around, but I was able to unpause it. I really like the push the top team did to push the triple point. No, not the top team. Okay. I really like the push the bottom team did on the top team's triple point, like throwing in the Ludas and going in with ASM. They managed to kill that thing. I think that ended up mattering a lot on the long run because it's a lot of economy to deny. Yeah, very hectic game. Like I would just list the things that were happening in the battle, not so much looking at vision and map control and stuff. But I think it made up for it just looking at all that fire. So I'm gonna say GG, and you have a good time.